This video states about the Robinhood effect in stock market, recent phenomenon. Uh, so I would like to explain the recent phenomenon of Robinhood effect in stock market worldwide. Uh, what is Robinhood effect? Robinhood effect is when the less well-off gain economically at the expense of the better-off. Actually, this Robinhood is not fully suitable to the what explanation what I am stating right now. So we can understand a different direction of a different approach of Robinhood effect in the stock market because of some phenomenon. So I will explain that phenomenon in the later slides. So Robinhood effect means stole from the rich to give to the poor. And there is a Robinhood as well as a reverse Robinhood effect is there. So Robinhood means you might have experienced from the movies explaining this Robinhood phenomenon. So Robinhood effect means stole from the rich to give to the poor. A reverse Robinhood effect occurs when the better off gain at the expense of the less well off. The reverse Robinhood effect occurs when the better off gain at the expense of the less well off. So you can imagine in the economy, which one is which one is happening, the Robinhood or reverse Robinhood. So what I'm trying is the Robinhood effect in the stock market. So if youngsters buying and selling riskiest financial products very frequently recently. So in the worldwide, it is a trend that the youngsters coming into the stock market and they were shifted from the other mode of investment and come to the stock market investment. But in fact, their experience may lead to their inexperience. They are very inexperienced people and may lead to losses in the future. So they don't have experience to face the market crashes. The Robinhood generation of day traders has famously driven scores of sharp stock moves this year. So in the worldwide, if you take the example of Indian stock market, US stock market, Chinese market, Japanese market, every market were been in the upward moment. And one of the reasons behind this upward movement is because of the youngsters' investment in the stock market. These youngsters, they do not have a proper experience in trading. They do not have experience to face some crashes. So we cannot predict how they believe. It's a huge part of investment which comes up recently from the youngsters. So from the second quarter of 2020 onwards, and it is happening right now, so US stocks rebounded 45% from their lows. And German stocks, it is 57% upward. Japanese equities 46%, and UK stock 32%. Indian stocks, 44% up from the last. So you imagine the situation when the last March 2020, our Sensex, our Nifty was 7,000 point. Now it has been traded in 15,500. It is doubled. So what was the influence of this doubling of indices? So macroeconomic factors are very weak. The GDP, position, employability, employment, etc. very weak. But the stock market is, not moving along with the macroeconomic factors, but the stock market is moving against the macroeconomic factors. So we can say that these macroeconomic factors are failed to explain the stock market growth. This is the first time which is happening in the world. So all the stock market, US market, German stocks, Japanese, UK stocks, and Indian stocks were almost double. The index is almost double. So these macroeconomic theories cannot explain hike in the market indices. So the so-called economic theories cannot explain the hike in S&P increase or Nifty or BSE increase with the macroeconomic factors. So we can explain the growth of these indices maybe due to the effect. One of the factors may be due to the effect of the Robinhood syndrome, means the effect of trading by the new entrants. So the Robinhood, exactly not the real Robinhood here. So we compare the Robinhood syndrome means because a lot of new investors, youngsters coming into the stock market, and they were started trading, they were started investment, and due to this effect, the market indices have gone up. So these people are not following the principle of rationality and not following the modern financial models, etc. So already we experienced that this modern financial means economic theories, financial theories have failed to explain the growth of stock market. So, but this guys follows herding, exactly herding. You remember the last May, Bitcoin prices were crashed because of the tweet by the Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO. He tweeted that he won't accept Bitcoin anymore in the future for future acceptance. And because of that, tweet was leaded for the drastic crash in the Bitcoin prices. So similarly, if somebody purchased some shares and the other persons would follow the purchase of the same stock, that is herding. It's just imitating the others, and also overconfidence biases, etc. while in the process of trading. So the market appreciation because of the new traders. So no doubt these Robinhood clients only account for the causes of more than 20% of capital appreciation in all indices: Indian, Chinese, US, German, and Japanese indices. The remaining upward may be explained by the other factors. So I would like to say that one of the factors which influence the stock market upward movement is because of the youngsters' investment in the stock market. All over the world, the phenomenon is happening. So why CDSL shares? This is very pertinent example. CDSL is one of the depository in India, and the other depository is NSDL. So CDSL is the only one depository which is listed in the stock market. CDSL is Central Depository Security Limited, and CDSL is listed with the NSE as well as BSE. The stock of CDSL have been surging around 35% last couple of days. CDSL is one of the two depositories in India and only one listed in the stock exchange. It can generate income from several fees such as transaction, online data charges, and custodial charges. Its shares have rallied around 250% in the past year. So, the last year, the stock of CDSL have doubled 250%. 250%. Imagine the situation. This is because of the new Demat account which have come up with the CDSL. So the effect is tremendous because of the youngsters. I already pointed out that the youngsters coming into the stock market and they have started Demat account. Now the brokerage is free, and the broking houses are offering the Demat account without any cost, so that this CDSL is a depository, one of the depository which is listed in the stock market, and the prices, the 250% up in the past year because of the new entrants, new Demat accounts happened over a last year. So the reasons: the Indian capital market is witnessed an unprecedented monthly addition of 2.4 million new retail customers over the past 4 months. So Indian capital market is witnessed 2.4 million new retail customers over the past 4 months. So the rise in the Demat accounts may be reasons for the rise in prices of shares in the stock market during the last couple of months. So new investors came up and started buying up shares of some companies. So some small cap companies where they have given the return to the investors 250%, 300%. So it is the largest depository in the country in terms of active Demat account. So CDSL is the largest. CDSL is a growing depository because of the new Demat account process. So the other reasons, the major reasons may be the impact of financial inclusion. So now the UN, United Nations Sustainable Development Goals and Sustainable Development Goals 8.10 states about this financial inclusion. and financial inclusion of the people, and it can be achieved during the year 2030. So that agenda has been set by the UN for the inclusion of the excluded people. It means everybody in the world should be capable of doing financial transactions. They should be financially disciplined. So that kind of agenda has been set by the UN. So, the impact of financial inclusion is great. So the youngsters are also financially aware about these stock market products. So they are interested to come up in the stock market. So that we can state about that. We can perceive positively. People, the youngsters, they are taking the risk of investment. They are liking to be risk takers. And they are interested in the stock market. If this process continue, the Indian stock market as well as the world stock market indices, again, the indices will grow, because I guess only 7 to 8% of the population now trading in the stock market. If this process continue, it can be 15% of the population will be interested in the stock market, and the stock market index again grow up, and the company's capitalization process is growing up. And some of the companies, it's over valued. So we can identify the overvalued and undervalued company. If the undervalued company is good, we can there is a possibility of investment. So the journey of the financial inclusion has enhanced to engage with a higher number of persons to foray into the securities market to achieve the objective to make India a capital market hub that is highly focused on corporate governance, technology, investors' protection, transparency, and sustainability. So this sustainability, transparency, investors' protection, and technology, good corporate governance, which have been attracted by the Indian as well as the world investors towards the Indian capital market, as maybe impact of that, the stock market indices are growing up.